Shinkansen. Now we're catching the Nikko line to Nikko. It's only our station. There we go, the Nikko line. 6:16 is the next train we're taking. We arrived here very early at 5:45. So now we currently have around 10 minutes. Oh, you can use the Shiga card as well, I didn't know. I actually bought a JR ticket already at Akihabara station 3 days ago. So let's make it even easier. What you're hearing is actually the Shinkansen, a very loud train there. Right, and it's currently it is 6:01, as you can see over here. And the train's already here, even though the train leaves at 6:16. So the train came 15 minutes earlier. Yeah, and it's really quite packed. This is how insanely dark this is. For context, just look at this. It's so dark. We're about halfway there, and yeah, it looks pretty insane. Just halfway more, and we will arrive there. It's even colder here, about 6 degrees. Yep. I think you see my breath slightly. There appears to be some festival going on. I stayed at this hotel last year. This is the Nikko Station Hotel, so I did review it last year. The link is in the description box down below. Now we're going to be heading to the hotel, which is a bit of a walk, 1 kilometer away. So we're going to try and walk there. Alright, home sweet home for the next 3 days. Nikko Tokinoyuu. It's a pretty nice, decent hotel. Now we're gonna just check in this. Pretty nice hotel. We got the same exact room number as our previous hotel. I think it's time to buy 4D.
Oh yes, it is.
No one. Look to the left. Let's see. Oh, this is a common toilet. Right, we booked a traditional Japanese room. Thank you. Interesting lock. It's a manual lock. Wow. Okay, everything is prepared very nicely. These are the beds, the futon beds. This is on the tatami mat. I did write some stuff here. Please enjoy this as breakfast. Okay, interesting. Free breakfast. They have a yukata here as well, which is free for us to use. A TV, a very traditional Japanese room. Let's try and open this. Oh, wow, the condensation. Okay, I don't think you can see, or you can see some things, but it's very blurry. Right, a very nice sitting area over here. This is actually a smoking room, but I booked it because for some reason the smoking room is cheaper than the non-smoking room for the same room category. Right. Okay, now we have a good view of the outside. Let's see what whether I can move this window. Oh, I can. There's a netting here, but you can see the outside. A very beautiful hotel overall. Alright, so today I'll stop filming here. It's been a very long day of traveling for me today, and I shall see you tomorrow morning where I go for a run. Well, good morning from Nikko. I woke up this morning pretty early to do a nice run. I took many pictures over there throughout the run, so just display them over here. Yeah, so it was a pretty nice place. I ran to the next city along the train we took on yesterday, so that's there and back about 15 kilometers. And now I'll be showing you the area around my hotel. I did film this last year, but I just want to do it again, especially for this video as I combined it with Tokyo last year, so I just want to especially film Nikko in particular. So what you're looking at here is right next to my hotel, which is the Shinkyo Bridge. It's a pretty old and rustic bridge, and it does snow here in January. It did snow last night in the mountains, but it's still somewhat warm here at 8 degrees as compared to the mountains. So now we'll be heading into the Toshugu Shrine for a nice little walk. Now we're visiting the World Heritage Center. I didn't enter by here last year, so I took the bus, so now this will be an alternate perspective. Here in the front you can see all the autumn leaves, known as momichi. It's all dried up and we've fallen. Now we're at the first temple before the Toshugu Shrine, which is up all the way up there. It's a very beautiful temple. They're having a ceremony over there where they bless the car. There's a Shinto priest over there conducting the ritual. We do see this in Hinduism as well, where priests will come and bless items like vehicles as well, to pray for the safety of the car and to ensure that nothing bad happens to it, and for the safety of the passengers as well. So this up above would be the Toshugu Shrine, which would be the tomb. It contains the tomb of the Shogun during the Tokugawa Shogunate. And this is an area that the Japanese school children would have to visit in their elementary school as part of like a mandatory learning journey to learn more about their country's history. And it is a really remarkable and peaceful place to be. So, this temple requires you to get an admission ticket that is separate from the Nikko Pass, which does not cover this temple. So this temple is actually I'm just looking at Google Maps here, to be very honest. Yeah, so it's a Buddhist temple, 8th century Buddhist temple. So yeah, you can tell that it's very old. And in front is the Toshugu Shrine, which we are walking to. Over here we have the entrance to the Toshugu Shrine, which continues even higher up. We won't be getting an admission ticket to enter, but you can still see footage of it from my video last year of me coming here. The video link is in the description box down below. So you can just type towards the end of the video and it will be covering how to enter this area and what it looks like inside the shrine and the tomb as well. So we're just up there in the shrine now. We're going to be heading back down towards the hotel for an unagi brunch. Now it's around 11 AM, and afterwards there is a matsuri, some sort of festival going on today near the bus station. We'll be seeing that later on, and today happens to be the last day. It's the 1st of December. It's the last day of that festival, and we will be visiting that area later on as well. Now we're heading to an unagi restaurant. Here you can actually smell the charcoal. So it's somewhere around here. So I'm trying to identify where exactly it is. I believe it's somewhere here, or it could be that thing up in front over there. Let's check it out. This looks like a pretty interesting rustic place. Oh, cash only. Okay, that's fine. And they provide tea upon arriving, and the menu is in Japanese, but they specialize in unagi. And using my limited kanji, I can sort of read what this is. So this is the whole thing. Let's unbox it and open. Oh, so it's actually made here because you actually smell it, and it's not what you can definitely find in Singapore. It's very different. So over here we have Japanese pepper that's used for the unagi. We have pickled vegetables and miso soup, I'm guessing. Yeah. That is actually the liver of the eel that they've floating on there. You have tofu. Yeah. It's a very comforting dish. Right. Now it's a pretty good meal, slightly pricey, but I would pay for that. I would think that it's justifiable for the location and the vibes present. So now we're going to take the bus to actually the cable car, which I didn't manage to take last. So we actually decided to forego the bus that brings us up to Lake Chuzenji, as well as the ropeway, as it's not covered in the Nikko Pass. You know, I went on the bus and the driver said it was not covered. So then we just decided to stay here and just take it easy. So now we are actually in this red bridge I've been to last year. It's a very picturesque spot. Here is the GR line that we came through here yesterday, where we came through here yesterday, and then there we have the Tobu line, which we'll be going on tomorrow, taking the SpaceX. And over here we have the mountains in the backdrop. Those are the mountains that you can actually visit using the Nikko Pass. So not using the Nikko Pass. They have a 2-day and a 4-day pass. I believe the 4-day pass actually encompasses more things. The buses would drive in here through a very windy road. I did go up one of those mountains last year, and that is the same video in the description box down below that I mentioned about earlier in the video. So we're just waiting for a train to pass by and probably get some pictures of the area. And later on, I'll just be showing you around the town as there's some festival going on, and we'll end the day off with a dinner at a local izakaya. And tomorrow we'll be taking the SpaceX Tobu line through this area to Asakusa, and that will mark the end of part 2 of the series on Nikko. Right now, we're just gonna walk back into the town and I'll just show you around. So actually the Nikko Pass enables us to take any World Heritage bus within the World Heritage area, so that actually includes our hotel, which is Shinkyo, but we can't take it past that area to like the cable car that we were to take earlier on, and we had to pay extra, I think about 1,000 yen for it, which is almost $10, 10 Singapore dollars. So yeah, we're not doing that. Good morning. Now it's around 9. So now we'll be heading to the station to board the SpaceX. The weather has gotten even colder. I think you can see my breath in the background. But Google Maps says that it is 5 degrees. I don't know how true this is, because it actually does feel quite cold. So now we'll just be walking all the way to the Tobu Nikko station. So now we're about 10 minutes. I think we made it just in time, and they only start boarding pretty precisely, like 5 minutes beforehand. So this train has a cafe inside here, this carriage. There are many drinks here you can choose from, craft beers from Nikko, and reasonably priced, but they do not accept cash, so just note that. It's a pretty nice view of the I don't know how you call this, the cockpit. Yeah, this one is a cockpit lounge actually. I also booked this via Klook. I can put a link in the description box down below, so if you're gonna try this out, you can take a look.
Your tickets may be checked.
So back door pictures.
Welcome aboard the Spacia X number 2 Limited Express bound for Asakusa. 衷心感谢您乘坐东武铁道电车。本次电车是特级 Spacia X 线电车，开往浅草。 도부철도를 이용해 주셔서 대단히 감사합니다. 이 열차는 특급 스페시아 X 아사쿠사 행입니다. 下今市に到着いたします。お出口は
Nice cabin. This is a cafe car. It's really beautiful in general. I'll show you the outside. This is the luggage area. And over here you have the toilets. And then you have the other cars over here. Yeah. So that's what we got this drink. So we just got a few drinks. This is beer. My friend got a beer. Let me just find this is a Blue Mountain Ribbon Ale, which is a specialty of Nikko. This is craft Coke and a coffee. Slightly pricey. This is like less than $20, but it's alright for this experience over here. And because we spent over 1,000 yen, we get 2 postcards for the 3,000 yen purchase. So, and this is complimentary, so a nice gift, a nice gesture by the staff. Overall, a very, very comfortable experience. As part 2 of my series on my trip to Japan slowly comes to an end, I'll just slowly conclude this video with this little voiceover over here. So Nikko is a really nice town to visit, especially if you are very tight on time or you just want to visit a nice place that's quiet and peaceful that's near Tokyo. It's highly accessible and just around 2.5 hours from Tokyo, and you can book everything via Klook online, and all you have to get is a base fare ticket which you can just tap using a regular metro card, the Suica card as I mentioned earlier on. There are definitely more places that you can visit around Nikko like Kinugawa Onsen that the Spacia X also travels to directly from Asakusa station in Tokyo, and also around the area that I was at, the buses, if you had taken them using the 4-day pass, you could visit Lake Chuzenji, the cable car, and even to areas further up in the mountains where it does snow, and there is a ski resort that operates in January into the months of March as well. So there are definitely a lot of things for you to do in Nikko, but for the most part it remains to be a very peaceful place that's just good for a day trip even, or a stay of a few days before moving on to another province or prefecture for instance. Alright, so that's the end of part 2, and in part 3 I'll be visiting Hokkaido, specifically Asahikawa and Kamikawa, and there'll be a lot more places that I'll be visiting, so do stay tuned for part 3, that'll be coming out very soon, and I shall see you then.
Train number 7 bound for Kinugawa. ありがとうございました。